Coffee and vinyl. In my opinion, a beautiful combination. Like a cigar and a fine whiskey. Now, it's a beautiful sunny day today, and I think it's a perfect opportunity to buy a new vinyl. So, let's go! Huh? Okay, so we got our vinyl. Next up, coffee. So what's all this fuss about vinyl? It's high maintenance, it's expensive, it takes up a lot of space. Honestly, vinyl can be a pain in the ass. So why do so many people, myself included, continue to buy this? Maybe we're just stuck in nostalgia, possibly. But I think there's so much more to it. For me, vinyl is all about the experience. It's a fundamentally different way of experiencing music. Whenever you get a vinyl, you're greeted with beautiful artwork, which becomes a centerpiece of your music collection. There's also a sense of ownership and pride when you build out a vinyl collection. It's something you want to tell your families and friends about, and when they come over you want to show them your collection. And then there's the listening experience. You put the vinyl on, and you have to listen to it, start to finish. I know, crazy. Have to listen to it in order. You can't skip a song if you don't like it. You can't press shuffle. You have to listen to it as the artist intended. And I think there's something magical in that. And you know what? I find the vinyl process quite therapeutic. Now, I won't spend too much time talking about this because I know sound quality is very subjective, but I think the sound that comes from vinyl is so unique and so wonderful, and something you can't quite capture through streaming services. It has that warmth to it, and the occasional crackle and static adds that character to it. It's something you really have to experience for yourself. Okay, so what about streaming and the future of music? With the rise of services like Apple Music and Spotify, streaming has become one of the predominant ways we experience music. And to no surprise, it's a very different experience to listening to vinyl. When streaming music, I find that the focus shifts away from listening to albums and specific artists, more to the discovery of new music. These services are excellent at understanding and learning from your taste in music and pushing you as many new songs as possible. With vinyl, I find myself listening to music a lot more actively. But when I'm streaming music, it's often in the background, while I'm doing a run or while I'm working. And of course, how can we forget about the social elements of these services? So being able to follow your friends' playlists and what they're listening to. And the ability to create shared playlists. These factors make the way we experience music a lot more fun and engaging. And I find it really exciting. Each time I go on one of these services, I might find my next favourite song. When I think of the way we experience music right now, there's always some compromise. If we're streaming music, we don't own the music, it's compressed, so the quality isn't as good. But it's just so convenient. Whereas if we're listening to vinyl, the sound quality is wonderful, but it's so high maintenance, and if you don't clean it semi-regularly, you end up having popping and cracking all the time, which can ruin the whole experience. Similarly, we've also traded in our wired headphones for wireless ones, which is fantastic. It gives us so much freedom, but at the expense of sound quality. So where does this leave us for the future of music? So I think spatial audio is going to change the way we listen to music. Traditionally, we listen to audio in stereo, so we have a left channel and a right channel. Spatial audio opens this up to a 360-degree field. You've probably experienced this before if you've gone to the cinema to watch a film. Okay, next up, lossless audio. It's a buzzword that has been thrown around for a few years now. Tidal has it, Deezer has it, Apple Music has it now, Spotify is going to have it at some point in the future. And for many people, you won't notice the difference. Some people just don't have the ears for it, and that's absolutely okay. But if you do, you can enjoy extra detail in your music. Perhaps before you wouldn't be able to hear some instruments in the background, and now you can, at least in more detail. And for some people, they will absolutely love it, especially if you're invested in some more expensive speakers or some high-end headphones. Lossless audio and spatial audio change the way we listen to music. But how about the way we discover music? I can see this only getting better. With companies having better artificial intelligence, I can see these algorithms getting better and better at understanding what music we like and when we want to listen to them too. I also see voice integration becoming more of a thing. So some companies such as Amazon and Apple have some voice-only music plans. So the only way to interact with your music library is by voice. Now, I personally couldn't do that right now, but in the future, who knows? I also think artists are going to explore different ways of delivering music. So we saw music being delivered in video games like through Fortnite during the pandemic. But I see virtual reality still being a platform that's underutilized at the moment. Anyway, at the end of the day, it's all for the love of music. It doesn't matter how you listen to music, but the enjoyment you get from it. My coffee's finished, but I would love to hear how you listen to music and your favorite aspects about it.